What is going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story. If you're new to the fam, be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future uploads. Let's get right into the story. Sometimes in life, small situations can cause big problems. Having a simple disagreement or a few words with someone can lead to having an enemy for life. If one or both of the people beefing do not choose to just let it go. Pride is oftentimes the reason some of us continue to hold grudges or just can't let a situation go. It's sadly embedded in the culture that if you walk away from an altercation or choose not to be aggressive, you might be considered weak or not being like that in some people's eyes. Ongoing beefs usually end up being all bad because someone in the mix will almost always choose to take it to the next level, meaning a fist fight probably will end and shots going off eventually. That's just the sad reality of the world we live in. No one wants to just say to another person, like, you know what, you got that. Instead, we worry about what people will say and think about us. And for some, keeping up an image is enough to crash out and either take a life or throw their life away. In my opinion, it's all trauma. Hurt people. And when men and women are walking around with issues from childhood, life, whether financial, trying to survive in the trenches, or feeling like it's no hope, that's a recipe for them to take out their frustration on anybody because pressure busts pipes. But it is a selective few people that choose to step in between beefs and be the peacemaker. You would think this would be appreciated, but sometimes even trying to talk a person out of something can turn fatal if their mind is already set on bloodshed. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we will be taking it to Irvington, New Jersey to discuss a case of a young man trying to stop a neighborhood beef between friends that led to a wild shootout with police and 2 people gone. According to sources, Jason Cardle, at the time 20 years old, and 39-year-old Kazan Crossing knew each other from the neighborhood. The 2 men had mutual friends and even hung out together on occasions. Jason, who had 2 young sons, was said to be laid back and just trying to be a father and look out for his people. But in the first week of August 2019, everything would change in a young man's life. According to sources, a neighborhood beef had started between Kazan and another mutual friend of both Jason and Kazan. The disagreement would eventually lead to the 2 men getting into a fist fight. Allegedly, after the first incident, Jason would try to squash the situation since everybody lived in the same neighborhood and actually were all friends. But for whatever reason, the tension would go from bad to worse. A few days later, Kazan and a mutual friend would get into another altercation that led to another fist fight. Jason decided, since him and Kazan were neighbors and friends and the other associate in the beef lived directly across the street, things were getting too hectic and the community was starting to notice the 2 men couldn't let the beef go. So Jason decided he would try one more time to intervene before things got too violent. But unfortunately, Kazan had other things in mind. He was getting tired of Jason trying to calm him down and was taking it the wrong way. Jason allegedly approached Kazan on the morning of August 8th, 2019 and pleaded with the man, stating, "Don't you want to squash the beef? Y'all already fought twice, so just let it go. We all live on the same block." But Kazan was trying to end the beef in another way. Allegedly, the man went home, grabbed a rifle, a gun, a bulletproof vest, ammo, and came outside looking for the man he had beef with. But when Jason saw that, he tried to step in and stop the situation that was about to turn fatal. But Kazan was done trying to listen and allegedly opened fire on Jason, unfortunately striking the young man in the neck. Witnesses quickly called police as the neighborhood just knew it was a man with a rifle, bulletproof vest, and gun just shooting on the block. Police responded to the call of shots fired in the 300 block of Myrtle Avenue, where they saw a victim suffering from being shot in the neck. But Kazan wasn't finished. As police talked to witnesses, allegedly a hail of gunfire would erupt. They saw a man shooting with a rifle, another gun on his waist, ammo, and a vest. Some described it as a man ready to go to war. The shooter was identified as Kazan. The shootout would start with 3 police being hit, but eventually after a standoff, Kazan allegedly ran to an alley and went down. As an ambulance was called to the scene, the 3 wounded officers were shot, but all with non-life-threatening injuries. Both Jason and Kazan were rushed to a local hospital, where unfortunately, both men were pronounced dead. As detectives went back to the crime scene, they talked to Jason's mother, who told them her son had 2 little boys that was 1 and 2 years old. She also told them about the dispute in the neighborhood, stating her son was shot because he tried to help and squash the beef. It was never determined what the problem was and what the beef was about between Kazan and the other man for it to get to this point. But for whatever reason, Jason was caught in the middle. Rest in peace to both Jason and Kazan, as they both had families that care about them and love them both. But I definitely send my prayers and condolences to Jason's son and to his family. More of this story, a young man lost his life at 20 years old by trying to do the right thing. I'm not sure if Kazan felt as though Jason was playing the 50 or he was in the middle, but whatever the beef was about, it ended in 2 lives gone, and you never know what's going on in a person's mind. In my opinion, Kazan was going to hit Jason and the other man if he would have seen them anyway. Jason probably saved the other person's life, but gave his away in the process. It's crazy you can't even stop a situation nowadays without putting yourself in harm's way. Now 2 men are gone over a neighborhood dispute. So remember, we gotta succeed not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, rest in peace to Jason, you feel me? And like I said, I know Kazan got people out here too. You know, I read an article where they were saying they painted him all bad. They were saying the situation really ain't go like that. But you know, in the reports and you know, hand statements from witnesses and stuff like that, they basically were saying it was a man opening fire in the neighborhood. Now, whatever the initial beef was about, nobody really said, nobody knows. But I don't know, man. It's a crazy situation all around the board. You know, I don't know what was on Kazan's mind, you feel me? But he went all out. He went all out for it, and he put it all on the line. So obviously, whatever the situation was, he felt as though he was going to go all out, man. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. Look, if you want to request a video, definitely hit me up at tony2times.biz@gmail.com. I'm going to try to put it in the comment section, man. But yeah, y'all holler at me, man. Even if you just want to chop it up, follow me at Instagram at _Tony2Times. I appreciate the love and support. We got some new things coming real soon. Y'all be patient with us. It's all love, fam. I'm out.